The powers of the human mind are limitless. It is only a matter of time before we discover our mind's hidden potential. Join us as we begin our explorations of the other side of the mind on Mind Probe.
Good evening. I'm Billie Rean, your host tonight on Dr. Charles Scott's Mind Probe. Our topic this evening is money to burn, and you're going to find all about that in It's All in the Mind. Past, present, and future energy vibrations will tell a story this evening on tarot portraits, and Teresa Trenshaw will learn about how important numbers are in her life. We'll have impressions of the future, the Mind Probe Newsflash, the Mind Probe's Pick 3 contest, and also flashes of thought in the darkness of the mind. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and let's meet the man whom so often has been described as a mystery wrapped in a puzzle, the premier mental showman of the 80s, Dr. Charles Scott.
Good evening. Welcome to Mind Probe. You've just stepped into a world of pure fantasy, a world where everyday rules don't apply anymore, where everything is permitted, everything is possible, where illusions become real and everything real seems to be an illusion. This is the world of Mind Probe. And our purpose here is to create wonder, because if you have a sense of wonder in your life, then your life will be joyous. I want you to enjoy Mind Probe for what it is, provocative entertainment. It is not meant to promote a belief in the supernatural or the occult. I am not a psychic, prophet, mind reader, nor do I have any more extrasensory perception than anyone in this room. And what I do or seem to do, any of you can do with 30 years practice. Now, I'm going to be using some of your minds as the evening goes on. So if you're not using them, are you using your mind right at this moment? You are? Good. Stand up. We need it. I want you to concentrate on, try to visualize your favorite movie star, male or female.
Okay.
I'm going to try to pick up an impression from your mind. Try to visualize that person exactly as he or she appears, in color if you can. This one wasn't it? I'm committed now. Who are you thinking of?
Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau. Is that all right? Close enough. Walter Matthau. Mm-hmm. All right? Mm-hmm. You're very good. Good transmitter. Let's try something really tough.
Okay.
Do you know your Social Security number?
Yes, I do.
Let's go for it, okay?
Okay.
Well, I'm committed. What's your number?
497-36.
497
36
63. I got those reversed.
2395. It's very close.
2395 2935. Is that close
That's
enough?
pretty darn close.
Okay.
Give me my hand.
Very good. Stay up. Stay up. She's so good. Do you know your mother's maiden name?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay. It's a name that rings in my mind very clearly because I have a family name I think very similar. And it's either, I'm going to go for, what is your mother's maiden name?
It's Carney.
Carney. C-A-R-N-E-Y?
That's right.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good. My
Fabulous.
grandmother's name was Carnes, and I
Oh,
think
is
that's
that
why
right?
it rang in my
Fantastic.
head like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's try something really good.
Okay.
Really tough, okay? Are you an artist?
Yes, I am.
Hey, great. I'm not, so maybe that'll save this
I don't
next
remember all
thing.
that great or not.
I want you to take this card, and I want you to
Okay.
visualize a picture of some kind. Here's a little marker.
Okay.
And I want you to visualize a picture that you can draw quickly and easily. I'm going to
Okay.
turn my back as you do it, and I'm going to draw at
Okay.
the same time, all right?
Okay.
Let's go.
Real artist.
Okay. Let's show the cameras what your picture is, and then I'll show them what I've gotten. I don't know.
Where am I?
I guess we
What
can
is it?
show camera.
Okay.
What is that, a flower?
Yes.
What is that?
That is a flower.
Is that a flower too? Okay, that was,
Okay.
she is one of the best subjects that we've ever had on this show. Let's give her a big hand. I would like to borrow a $20 bill. This is a very dangerous experiment. So we have a lady that has one ready right here. You're going to have to come up here, though.
Oh.
Is that all right? Well, I think we could do it with you standing. That'll be fine because I'm going to place your 20. I have 3 envelopes. 2 of them are sealed. Inside 2 of the envelopes is a blue card. I'm going to place your $20 bill in the 3rd envelope. Okay?
I don't know. She wants to know if she's going to get her $20 back.
I don't know. That's going to be up to someone in this audience that you're going to have to trust a lot.
Okay.
Now I'm going to mix the envelopes, and then I'm going to have you number them. 1, 2, and 3. And you don't know which envelope has your bill, and I don't know either, but someone else is going to try to help us here. Oh, who wants to do this? He looked away. I think she might be good to do it because you've numbered them 1, 2, and 3. All right, mix them up again now. There are 3 envelopes. One of them has a $20 bill in it. And I do not have a lighter or anything. Natural. That's good. Very good. Thank you. Wonder what I could use
$20
a
up in
lighter
smoke.
for. I want you to name one of those numbers, 1, 2,
Wait a
or
minute,
3.
let me get over here. Okay. How loud? Yeah. Just pick a number. 2.
2. Hand me envelope number 2. You sure that this is the one you want? You sure? I'm going to burn it. It's her. You know, if anything goes wrong, you're going to have to blame her, not me.
Come
I did
easy,
not
go
choose
easy.
this, okay? Boy, that fan
Oh
is...
dear.
See, you never know what's going to happen on Mind Probe. Can we
always
turn that
wanna
fan
know
off for just a second?
You can tell the doctor doesn't smoke.
No, these things burn me. Oh, my goodness. This is terrible, isn't it? It's not burning either. Just... Now, That looks like it's rolling. We'll turn the fans right back on, folks. I want you to hold the envelopes up in the air. One in each hand. I want you to think very carefully now. Give me one of them. Either one, whichever you want to give me. Okay? You've given me this one.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it too. All right. Remember, there's a blue card in each of these envelopes, and there's a $20 bill in the third one. We'll see which is which now.
Remember our topic tonight? Money to burn.
I wouldn't mind if it wasn't mine.
Are you nervous?
Oh, this is your bill? This is your bill? I think the first selection was the bad one, so you'll have to talk to her afterwards. I really... Did you sign that release before we... No? Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Oh, my. Well, it's too late now. Let's see. Come on up here for just a minute. What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny.
Uh-huh.
Jenny. In this end? Oh, no. I think it's an IOU, maybe. From you to her? No, from me to her. I'll read what it says.
Keep the faith in the contents of the envelope that Dr. Scott is holding.
Keep the faith and the contents of the envelope that Dr. Scott is holding. Will you reach in and see what else is in there?
$20.
$20. Thank you
Thank
for coming.
you.
Is that your
Okay.
bill?
You did
Yes,
win.
it is. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank
You're
you.
very good. Boy, it's hot in here, isn't it?
Smoky, too.
We can, thanks very much. Don't burn yourself. Whew, I think you did. We've been doing something for the last 2 weeks. This will be the second week. We call it the Mind Probe Pick 3. We have a prize. Billie, will you come up here with me? We have a prize for the person who is closest to what we're trying to project. 2 free dinners of your choice at the Doubletree Hotel in Overland Park. We're doing this for several reasons. We want to see how many viewers we have out there, for one reason. So this is for our viewing audience, but it's also for our studio audience. And by the way, I have some slips of paper that they can use if they would like to participate in this. In this envelope, last week, we sealed, and this has been in the possession of our program manager at American Cablevision, Ed Beldevich, a 3-digit number. We're going to try to project this to you in the studio audience and in the viewing audience. If you think you can pick up an impression, it's 3 different digits from 1 through 9. 3 different digits. If you think you can pick up on it, take a chance. You folks at home, get a pencil and paper, write your name, address, and phone number, and as we project this number to you, try to determine what it is. If you guess the number correctly, you'll win 2 dinners at the Doubletree Hotel. And if there's more than one winner, we'll have more than 1 dinner, more than 2 dinners.
All you have to do is just write to Mind Probe's Post Office Box, 28933, Kansas City, Missouri, 64118. And just put down the first numbers that come to your mind. Mail it to us, and we'll see if you're one of the lucky winners.
We're going to project that number to you now out in the viewing audience and in the studio audience. This won't be revealed for a week or so, but we will let you know. And if you participate here in the studio audience, we'll have your name and address, so remember the number. We're going to project it right now for about 15 seconds. So get ready. And are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the number?
Sure.
Okay, I do too, I think. Let's try, all right? Okay. If you got an impression out there in the viewing audience, write it down. Send it to us, Post Office Box 28933, Kansas City, Missouri 64118. That's Mind Probe. You viewers can leave your slips here with us when you leave. I mean, you studio audience folks. I'm not sure how our time is.
Have about 2 minutes.
All right. We've got some very interesting things coming up for our viewers. We've got a music video that was totally done by our director, Dr. Buford Casebolt. He also wrote the music for Mind Probe. And we have a beautiful new PSA that I want you to see called Death Trap that was developed and produced by my co-host, Billie Rean. It's really exciting. So watch for the next 3 minutes. We'll be right back with Tarot Portraits.
Arson, the fastest growing crime in America. Arson destroys people and their dreams. Most people believe it can never happen to me. Don't kid yourself. It can happen to you. In this coming hour, there will be 320 fires in America. 1 person will die. 3 will be seriously injured, either physically or psychologically. Each time an arsonist lights up, he takes money out of your pocket in the form of higher taxes and insurance premiums. Don't get caught in a death trap. Join in the fight against arson on June 30th when American Cablevision's Kansas City Alive presents Death Trap. That's June 30th, 6 o'clock p.m. on ACKC's TV 20.
I want to see you, I need to see you today. I want to see you, darling. I want to see you, I want to feel you beside me. I want to love you, darling. You got me running around this crazy little town. You got me feeling like I don't know which way's up or down, up or down. You got me running around asking everyone where you can be found. I need to feel you beside me. I want to see you, darling.
Welcome back to Mind Probe. It's Tarot Portraits time. We're going to have past, present, and future placement of the cards, and the way they're placed, it's going to tell a story. So, have you instilled your vibrations? What's your name?
Phyllis.
Phyllis? Okay, you want to move up to the mic so they can hear you? Okay. All right, just hand me one card. The first card you hand me will be past, then present, and then future. Well, in the past, it shows that you have had lots of things going on around you, lots of action, lots of circumstances going down. You have received resources and support from outside help, which is very, very nice. Moving that into the future, it's like coming from that, even though there was lots of confusion and lots of help, there was also like a rebirth, a regeneration. And you sort of left this behind and went right into your own belief system. And I'm sure when this was going on, a lot of people looked at you and said, my. Did they?
Right.
All right. Anyway, you held tightly to your beliefs, and it was like you were the individual, and you had to exercise what you felt, even though other people did not agree with it. You still walked the pathway and became your own person. Now there's happiness around you right now, and there's harmony. Lots of good things. As you can see, the sun is shining, the flowers are growing, the grass, the trees, everything is green. So there's life all around you, and that's very, very beautiful. Moving into the future, it looks like, are you married?
No.
There's a relationship coming. Do you have a special someone right now? You do? Ah. Well, love is a very beautiful thing. And when you're in love, it's probably the most beautiful thing in the world. But unfortunately, there's the ups and the downs and the trying to get along and the blending of the minds and the feelings and trying to understand each other. Sometimes that isn't always possible. And then we either have to compromise or give or stand firm. And so there's values involved in this. And not always do they align. But I think that's part of the process. And as long as you can keep the lines of communication open and see the reality of the situation, that's the important thing. Because sometimes love can blind us. It can blind, we look at things for what we really want them to be and not for what they are. So that's the caution behind the love, all right? But other than that, it looks like things are going very well for you right now.
Perfect.
Great. I don't see that very often. All right.
Thank you.
Now we need Teresa Trenshaw. We are going into cycloscopes. And many times it's been said that numbers are real important in our life. And I think that's very true because we have credit cards, checkbooks, charge accounts, you name it. Teresa, where are you? All right. Okay, I need you right down here in front of the mic. Now, I'm just kind of going to turn this around. You have some really interesting numbers, Teresa. By the way, I did all the mathematical equation before we went on the air, so I have this all figured out, so I'm just going to share the story with Teresa. Your numbers are 1, 3, 4, 5, and 8. In starting out in this lifetime, the psychological urge that you came into the world with dealt around someone who is very, very, very ambitious and someone who has somewhat of a materialistic nature about you. Right? You like money and the things money can buy. All right. The life lesson, the things that you're experiencing this time, either on an awareness level or a subconscious level, deals with having to come up with the energy that you need to do the things that you want to do. And there's lots of action around you. And sometimes you really get strung out and you get overloaded. And so that energy kind of drops and gets a little low. The assets in your life right now, what you have to work with, the beautiful things that keep you motivated to reach the goals, to get all the wealth and the material things, those are basically centered around the sun. And you love it when the sun shines, and when the rain comes, you're right down in the pits, right? Okay. It shows leadership and optimism. The primary life purpose is to experience variety. So you like that action. It's part of you, you utilize it, you like it. The central force of your being, the side that expresses yourself as your ego, comes out to be searching for security So while you're trying to obtain the materialistic things, you are planning, and you do like to have money in the savings account and money in the bank. That makes you feel good. What you started out with in life, the basis of life right now in your early environment. I had this last week. Do you have brothers and sisters?
One brother.
Did you boss him?
If I did, he beat me up.
Oh, but you did boss him, didn't you? Okay.
I was more mouthy. He was more physical.
All right. It kind of shows that. Not the mouthy part, but the kind of direction that you were given. What you have to look forward to in retirement is real interesting. In retirement, now listen to that word, a new career. Are you ready
When
for
I'm
that?
60?
I don't know. Yeah, when you're 60, why not? Life begins at 40. We just keep on going on. All right, the vibrations that are currently active, that are going on right now in your life, they are centered around this year particularly. And you've got a real important decision to make this year. Something big is coming down, and you're going to have to decide what you want to do about it. Again, your numbers
You
are
can't tell me what that is.
a decision. I would say centered around career and job and all the vibrations and everything that are coming into or around you, currently active. I'd say it has a lot to do with that materialistic career side of your life. Again, your numbers are 1, 3, 4, 5, and 8. All right? Now, any numbers adding up to 1, 3, 4, 5, and 8, like 12, 2 plus 1 is 3. 17, 7 plus 1 is 8. 26, 6 and 2 are 8. Anything adding up to be these single-digit numbers are your numbers, the important numbers in your life. All right? Cycloscopes from MindPro.
This is great.
We don't want you to turn that dial because coming up next is going to be more MindPro, so stay around.
Would you take something with a label like this? Or this? Or this? Or this? And what if you knew that this announcement is being brought to you by the American Heart Association, the American Lung Association, and the American Cancer Society? Don't pull the trigger.
There are lonely little voices crying in the city. Little children who need homes, who need love, who need the security or the comfort of a mother and a father. I'm Charles Briscoe with One Church, One Child. We would like for you to consider opening your homes and opening your hearts to little children. If you need further information about this, call 921-6842.
Seeing someone die in a car accident burns itself into your mind forever, especially when you know a seatbelt might have kept them alive. Tommy's parents always buckle him in, and it saved his life. I know, I was there, and I unbuckled him, scared, crying, and a little bit hurt, but thank God alive. Please buckle your kids in, because believe me, it's better to have a child play in your arms than die in your arms.
Welcome back to Mind Probe. For those of you who have just joined us, this is Mind Probe, Kansas City's only live mental entertainment show. I want to emphasize again that what we do tonight is provocative entertainment. It is not meant to promote a belief in the supernatural or the occult. Enjoy it, but be critical. If you leave tonight with no more than a greater awareness of the mind's incredible potential, then our vision is fulfilled. I'm going to do a segment now that I do every week. It's called Flashes of Thought in the Darkness of the Mind, in which I deal rather intimately with everyone in the audience. Billie, will you help me, please? I'm going to place myself in what's called a Ganzfeld situation. Ganzfeld just means a Gans field. It's a way of eliminating one of the sensations, one of the, in my case, the sense of sight. Really, in the laboratory, they eliminate hearing, too, but I've got to have your auditory cues to do what I do, as you'll see. Some people have called what I do not extrasensory perception, but extended sensory perception, and that may be a good term for it. I don't know. I'm embedding $50 in the sockets of my eyes. I'll be back in just a few moments. Thank you. Concentrate on your questions now. You can pass them toward the center and we'll collect them. Okay. Now, if you begin to concentrate on your initials, your names, your thoughts, anything that you'd like to ask me about, we'll work. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to try to get an impression of someone here in this audience, someone that's projecting a thought to me right now. I don't know how good this will be because I'm really not a very good artist, and especially this is a I'm getting an impression of the initials SW. SW. Is there someone here with those initials? And this is a this is an impression only.
Do you believe this? Do you like your impression?
It's definitely me.
Oh, tell them like it is.
I tried to do a profile. Is it Steve?
Yes,
And we have not met before tonight, is that correct?
that's correct.
Will you concentrate on your favorite automobile?
Okay.
Well, I'm picking up three letters, and I think they must be those magical 3 letters, BMW. Is that right?
Yes.
Steve, you're also trying to project a question to me. You're concerned right now about your business situation, your career, your life, and you're especially concerned about the long range. And by long range, I mean the next 5 years.
Right.
Is that right?
Exactly.
I think that you're on an upward trend right now. I think you're going to be changing in a very dramatic way within about a year or so. But it will be a change for the good. It'll be challenging. It'll be new. Something that is totally unexpected. Is your last name Weed?
Yes.
Okay, thanks very much for coming. We have an SB.
SB, where are you? Oh, right here. Okay. Say hi to Dr. Scott.
Hi, Dr. Scott.
Hello. Is that Sue?
Yes.
Sue, you're deeply concerned about something about a matter of the heart. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Will I embarrass you if I talk about it in generalities?
Oh, no.
Okay. Sue, as lovely a lady as you are, I see no reason why you will not be very happily married. And very soon. Remember that, okay? Is your last name Barnes?
Yes.
Thanks for coming to Mind Probe.
Thanks.
We have a TT.
A TT. Uh-oh. Yes, I couldn't even remember that one. All right, let me get over here.
Over here.
Okay, you want to stand up?
Well, that's Teresa, isn't it?
Say hi.
Yes, Dr. Scott, it's me, Teresa.
Teresa, I'd like for you to visualize in your mind's eye, you have a goal in mind. You're a very ambitious, talented, hardworking young businesswoman, and you have a goal in mind, and that goal is a number. Will you visualize that number in your mind's eye? Just look right across your mental screen and visualize that number. I'm looking, I think it's $60,000. Is that what you have in mind?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear too well.
Yes.
Okay. Teresa, this is going to really shock you. Within 5 years, you will be earning $60,000.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming to Mind Probe.
I love it. Woo! Pretty and $60,000.
We have a WM.
WN. Oh, we sure do. Say hi.
Hi, Dr. Scott.
Is it Wanda?
Right.
Wanda, you're concerned about something that's concerned you a lot lately. It's your work.
Yeah, that concerns me.
You've been out of work because of problems that you've had, physical problems that you had no control over. And I think you're questioning me and asking me whether or not you will be returning to work.
No.
Something about your work?
No.
Are you asking? This is like a parody. Are you thinking about traveling?
There's one of them, yes.
You're going on a trip. You'd like to go on a trip soon.
I was wondering if I'm going to.
Yes, you are. But what's the other question? I'm not getting it at all.
Will I be able to deal with the problem I'm going through right now with life?
Gee. I don't know the answer to that. I'm sorry. I thought you were concerned about your work, but you are thinking about traveling, and where are you planning to go?
To Kentucky, if you've seen it. I don't know if I'm planning. I'm just wondering if I'm going to or not.
I think you will. Thanks very
Same.
much for coming, Wanda. We have an MB.
An MB.
M as in Mike or Mary.
Tilt.
Okay. Is there someone here whose name, do we have a last initial B here?
Yeah, a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about, do we have a Pat?
5. A Pat?
Do we have a Pat B?
A Pat B. Oh, okay. Let's stand up. Say hi.
Hi, Dr. Scott.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
It's Bradshaw, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes, I see that happening for you in the future. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And again, I must say, it's going to be sooner than you would expect, and the person is going to be someone that's going to be very, very fortunate. So it's going to happen to you, and in the very near future. Thanks very much for coming.
Thank you.
Do you know your astrological sign?
Yes, I do.
I just want to try a little experiment. You haven't written it down on anything. Nobody's asked you about that tonight?
No.
Anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Concentrate on it. I'm going to try to pick it up. Visualize it in big block letters in your mind's eye. Spell it in big block letters, and let's see if I can pick it up, and I may be way off on this. I see an R. Just answer yes or no.
Yes.
I see an R. I see an I.
Yes.
I see an A.
No.
I'm sorry.
I had to think for a minute.
I see an S.
Yes.
Are you a Scorpio?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Very good.
All right, we'll go on. I'm getting a BK or an RK.
Say hi.
Hi again, Dr. Scott.
Hello. I have to introduce you. I know that voice. That's Mr. Bob Keplinger, who's been in our show how many times?
This is the 27th.
27th visit to Mind Probe. Bob, you concentrate on your favorite color.
All right, I have it.
I'm seeing a great expanse of blue. I think blue is your favorite color. Is
That's
that
right.
And you're asking me something about something mechanical, something to do with a piece of equipment or maybe an automobile or something like that. Is that?
Well, it's a piece of equipment.
Is it a piece of radio equipment by any chance?
No, sir.
Some sort of electrical
That's right.
piece that you're working on that's in a state of disrepair right now. Is that correct?
That's right.
Well, I think as talented as you are, Bob, it's going to be fixed very easally, probably by you, don't you think?
I think that's what's happening.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have an EB.
EB. Oh, all right. Oh my,
Can I hear
how do
some-
I do this? Oh, wait a minute, I have to get back here. I'm having trouble getting in. I have to go this way. All right, say hi to Dr. Scott.
Hi, Dr. Scott.
Is that Ed?
Yes.
Has a last name like Banyan or something like that? No?
Close.
Okay. You're concerned very much like most young people with the future, your own future, and you're not asking me anything very specific, but just general. In general, how's the future going to be for you? I think you're going to have a setback that's going to appear major to you, but when you reflect on it after it's over, it will be very minor. There are going to be some financial problems that will arise soon, but you're going to surmount those. And I think that following that, you're going to be in good health. Everything's going to be very rosy for you, and I want to thank you for coming to Mind Pro.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
We have a P, I believe a PD. PD.
A PD? PD?
Any PD?
You never put a card in?
Put my card in.
Oh,
Do we
Is
have
your-
a?
is your initial
Do we have a
PD?
KD?
No.
KD.
a KD. Ah, all right. Say hi.
Hi, Dr. Scott.
Hello, how are you? Welcome to Mind Probe. Is it Kelly?
Yes.
Kelly, you're thinking now not of, you're thinking of someone else, and you're also thinking of another place. Try to visualize that place if you can. It's a place that you'd like very much to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a relatively undeveloped country, I believe, not a state. I believe this is out of the states. It's a very large country, a very popular country lately, a country where you might find crocodiles.
Yes.
I think you're thinking of Australia, and I believe you will be making that trip. And I think not only that, but you will be making that trip with the person that you're asking me the other question about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how's that sound?
Good.
Good. Is your last name Delaney?
Yes.
Thanks for coming to
Thank you
Mind
very
Pro.
much.
She wants to go to Australia, and I think that the young man that she's interested in is probably going to go with her. I'll just bet on that. Okay? We have an HF.
Oh, we sure do.
Yes, sir. Hi, Doc.
Say hi.
How are you? Oh. It's Harold, and he's been here before.
Yes, sir.
You're asking me about your job also, but it's a different situation. You're looking forward to something that's coming up fairly soon. I think you're going to be able to do it. I think you're asking me about retirement. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I think you're going to be able to do it, and you'll be very comfortable, but I don't think you will stay retired. Your mind is too active for that. You're going to be doing much more. You're going to go on into things that you never thought you would be involved in, and your retirement will probably be more active than your present situation. And I think that would be a very wise thing to do, too. And thanks very much for coming back to MindPro.
Thank you.
We have
You have about 6 minutes.
okay. We have someone here with the name, with the initials MR. MR.
MR. Sure do. Say hi.
Hi, Dr. Scott.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Is your last name Reynolds?
Yes.
You're concerned about the immediate future.
Yes.
I think in the job situation primarily, but also personal.
Mm-hmm.
You're just kind of a little bit loose. You just really don't know what's going to happen. And I think you're thinking in particular within the next 3 months. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
And I think I just don't, it isn't a job situation. It's more of a personal thing, isn't it?
Yes.
With another person.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to work out all right, but be very cautious. You let your heart be the guide, okay? You're the only one that can make it right, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
We have an AB. AB.
AB. Say hi.
Hello, Dr. Scott. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm great.
It's Al, isn't it? Albert?
Middle name, yes.
Oh, middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have a real estate interest in the west of here, not in Kansas, but I believe in Colorado. Is that right?
Correct.
Piece of property.
Yes, sir.
You're either asking me, should I sell it or will it sell? Or so you want to do something with that property and you're not quite sure what to do, isn't it?
Correct.
I think it is up for sale and you're wondering whether it will sell. Is that right?
No, it's not up for sale yet. I'm just questioning,
thinking about
should
it.
I sell?
Well, I think I don't know how the situation is in Colorado, but I think that your judgment would be better than mine on that. You work all over the country, really, don't you?
Correct.
In your type of work.
Yes, sir.
So it might be in your best interest not to have that property. I don't know. I think that's something you'll have to decide, but I want to thank you for coming to MindPro.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We have a CN. CN.
We sure do. Say hi.
Hello.
Is that Carol?
Yes.
Carol, we haven't met before tonight, have we?
No.
Tell me this, does the number 493489450 mean anything to you?
That's my Social Security number.
That is your Social Security number. Are you
Yes.
planning a trip also to Australia?
Yes.
Are you going with Kelly?
No.
Okay. You're going for, I believe, you're going to Australia. Could it be to meet someone or to, is there someone there that you're very close to?
Yes.
Someone that you may marry in Australia?
Yes. Yes.
Go for it, Carol.
With gusto.
Great. Thank
Look what
you.
happened to Crocodile Dundee. Maybe
Woo!
that's
Bring on the crocodiles. You have about 2.5 minutes.
okay. We have a JS.
A JS.
Maybe it's the G. You sound the same.
A GS?
GS.
All right, we'll go for a GS. Say hi.
Hi, Dr. Scott.
Is it Jenny? Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Jenny, you've also got, everybody's got travel on the mind. I've commented on this many times in Mind Probe. Sometimes audiences seem to pick up from each other. They ask the same sort of things. You're thinking about traveling too, but you'd like to go in the opposite direction. At least you could go in the opposite direction. You could go the same way as going to Australia, but it would take a long time. You want to go to Europe, don't you?
Yes, they're right.
Okay, I'm very sure that that's going to happen, and think about me when you're over there because I said it would happen. Okay,
I'll
and
send
thanks
you a
for coming.
card. Thank you.
I think this will probably be your last one.
All right, we have a PM.
A PM? All right. Say hi.
Hello, Dr. Scott.
Is that Phil?
Yeah.
Phil, you're concerned not about yourself. Phil's been here before. You're concerned about someone in your family that's very close to you.
Mm-hmm.
Not a sister or a mother, but I think a niece.
Right.
And she has a strange illness that is baffling
Right.
physicians and the people who are working with her. I think they're going to make a diagnosis, and I think that things will look good for her. The standard of medical care in this community is as good as anywhere in the world.
Thank you, Dr. Scott.
So she's going to. Thanks very much for coming again, Phil.
I think you're about out of time.
I am. Am I really out of time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I? All right. Well, coming up now, after I get out of this, is another subject that interests a lot of people. It's called Impressions of the Future. The impressions of the future that you hear are nothing but impressions. They're not meant to be relied upon. They're not psychic. They're just my impressions of what's going to happen. Welcome back. Right now, with Billie Rean, Impressions of the Future.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. It is impressions of the future time, the unseen events that have not yet happened, but that sometime are put into reality. Tonight's impressions of the future are: this year, scientists will announce a new source of energy involving magnetism. This discovery will be more important to the world than the harnessing of atomic energy. Sadly, as with the atom, there will be great potential for abuse. Over the next several years, automobile design will change dramatically. There will be fierce competition in the quality subcompact market. A beloved Hollywood personality with the initials JW will pass away without warning in July. Organized religion will mature philosophically in the next few years. The concept of a supreme intelligence which acts in a predictable and lawful way will replace much superstition and dogma. Once again, the United States will launch a police action against a small country, which will prove to be very unpopular. Impressions of the Future, brought to you from the hidden depths of Dr. Charles Scott's mind. Now for a Mind Probe news flash. It's pad and pencil time. On May 28th, we don't want you to drive all the way down to the studio at 1601 Olive because we're not going to be here on Mind Probe. We're going to be at Metro North Shopping Center, 169 in Berry Road. We'll be out there at 8 o'clock p.m. We'll go live, and we'd like for each and every one of you to come on down and join us because we're going to have a fun-packed evening. John Cheesek will be with us, and it's going to be real exciting. And let's not forget something real exciting that's also going to happen Monday or Tuesday. It's going to be Mind Probe's Blindfold Drive, which will take place on May 12th. And here's a sneak preview that we hope isn't going to happen. Hi, I'm Billie Rean with MindProbe. American Cablevision has opened a brand new store at the Metro North Shopping Center, second floor North Mall entrance. In honor of that celebration on May 12th at 9 a.m. in the morning, Dr. Charles Scott will be driving a figure-8 pylon course blindfolded. John Cheesy Toyota has furnished a brand new 1987 Toyota Celica convertible for the blindfold drive. Here comes John right now. Hi, John.
Billie's not kidding. Come join the three of us at Metro North Shopping Center, May 12th, 9 o'clock in the morning, and see Dr. Scott perform this amazing blindfold drive.
Oh no, stop!
MindProbe, thank you for tuning in, and we hope you're enjoying tonight's show. MindProbe is cablecasted live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. here on ACKC TV 20. MindProbe is replayed every Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. and the following Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. But the best part about MindProbe is that you can become a part of our studio audience. Call 381-1296 so that we can reserve a seat just for you. Come and join us in the fun. Now, back to MindProbe.
Welcome back to MindProbe. That was a great show, wasn't it? We had some remarkable people tonight. I want to try one more experiment. The gentleman here who was so good at projecting to me his car, the BMW. Will you concentrate on a playing card, sir? Make your mind blank. Concentrate on a playing card. I'm picking up the Ace of Hearts. What are you thinking of?
Exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is? Thanks very much. He's very good.
Doesn't that feel so good?
Yeah, it does. Well, we want to invite you to the blindfold drive next Tuesday morning. It's going to be a bash. No, that's the wrong word, isn't it? No. It'll be in the North Mall parking lot of Metro North Shopping Center. And then we want to invite you to Metro North Shopping Center on May 28th.
Right.
In the amphitheater. There'll be a lot of people there. We'll have a very interesting, very exciting show. What else do we have to say?
We want everyone to write into the MindProbe's Pick 3 contest. Send it to MindProbe, Post Office Box 28933, Kansas City, Missouri 64118. And we want to wish each and every one of you out in our viewing audience good luck. Okay.
We'd like to leave you with one final, very profound thought. Are you ready? Did you get it?
I